Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today we are, well, I'm showing you the tomatoes that I purchased, and I'm kind of excited. I'm not a tomato eater, but not a raw tomato eater. I eat applesauce. No, I eat tomato sauce and ketchup, and it's alright. Sun-dried tomatoes on my stuff, I'm good with that, just not raw tomatoes. So I tend to not eat these from the garden. However, when stuff is made with them, I'm good with that. So anyway, I don't know what I'm buying when it comes to tomatoes, and since I'm not big on the taste of tomatoes, I don't know what's good and what's not. So I just went by the names and whether it looks pretty or not. And I ended up getting 4 varieties, and the first one is called Black Cherry. It is a cherry tomato, and it's going to be a dark red, nice round fruit. Let me see if I can get this to come in there. Hopefully you can see it. So I got Black Cherry. I like that name, it sounds delicious. This one is a small cherry type fruit, has rich sweet flavor and maturity after 65 days. Excuse me. I got this one because it's a dream. This one's called Mortgage Lifter. So I thought, hey, I'd like to have my mortgage lifted. So let's grow this in the garden and maybe we'll have some lottery winnings or something. So this one's already started to bloom. I opted to go with the 4-inch size pot so that I didn't have to wait as long. Next year I might grow some from seed, but I only have space for 3 or 4 plants, so there's really no need to waste all the money on seeds and starting things off if I only want 4 plants. So this one should be exciting. I'm very eager to see what this one looks like. This one is a heirloom, why am I saying potato in my head? Same family, different thing. Heirloom tomato. So this one is actually kind of neat. Look at the inside of that one. Really, really cool looking. Hope that one's a good one. Then we also got the brandy wine. This is a very popular one. I hear about this one all the time. I don't know if it tastes good, but it's an old favorite. And yeah, so excited about that one. And last but not least, we have Pink Girl. Not sure if this is a good one, but thought it's a pretty tomato and it's a cute name. So we'll give this a whirl as well. So next time we're at the garden plot, we'll plant these. And the trick with tomatoes is you want to bury them deep. And then as they grow, you wanna add soil around the base so that they root in and they get stronger and more prolific. So yeah, I'll show you that when we go to the garden plot. Have any of you guys ever grown any of these plants? If so, which one have you grown and did you like it? I'd love to know your review. People that actually eat tomatoes might have a better insight than I would. I think that they're fun to grow. Yeah, anyway, happy growing everyone. So here we are at the garden plot, and we've got the tomatoes, they're ready to go in, and I've staggered them. This is a 4 by 3 foot garden plot, and I've got 4 tomatoes in here. It might be a little bit too cramped. I probably should have gone with 3 tomatoes, but I've got them on about 16-inch centers, so I've got about 1.5 feet to grow into their space. With a little bit of care and pruning and stuff, this should be adequate enough to grow these. It will be a little tight, but I don't need to get in between the rows, so it'll be okay. So what we want to do with these tomatoes is we want to dig a nice deep hole. You want to go deeper than the pot itself. You want to actually dig a hole that's probably a good 6 or 8 inches deeper than what the pot is planted now. And you want to bury all of this, but you don't necessarily want to bury it all at once. So I'm going to dig a deep hole in the beginning. A nice deep hole. Put the soil off to the side. And then we're going to take the plant out of its pot and just plunk it down in there. These roots are beautiful. They've just reached the outside of the pot. There's not a lot of circling, so I'm not going to go in and really tear it apart. Actually, I can tease the roots just a little bit, but we don't really need to do very much to it. I'm just going to plunk it down there in the hole. I'm going to fill it in a little bit, Just going to remove any stems that are below the, leaves that are below the soil surface. And I'm just going to backfill it here. I'm not going to backfill it 100%. I'm going to leave a little bit of a hole here. And then I'm going to water this in, and as the plant grows, I will backfill a little bit more soil in until it's flush. This way it'll produce roots along the stem, creating a stronger plant, and it should produce more fruit and it'll be more stable. And you'll probably notice that the main stem will be stronger as well, which will give you a nicer, more sturdy plant. So let's plant another one. Let's do this one right here. This one's in a smaller pot. This one was Pink Girl over here. So I'll put the label there. Again, we want to dig a really deep hole. Take out any weeds you see. There's a lot of bindweed in this garden. So I'll take out that whenever I can see it. Do a nice deep hole. Alright. Now we'll take it out of its pot. This one's a little bit more pot bound, so I'm just going to tease the roots a little bit. That way the roots will find their way out. And I'm going to, this is a type of cherry tomato. This one's going to get really, really big. Cherry tomatoes tend to get more bigger. So I've just removed a few of the lower stems or leaves. We're going to pop it in the soil. We're going to backfill a little bit. Not all the way. Actually, this one is tall enough, we can go all the way. This one's a big plant. And there we go. It's early morning, everybody's out mowing the lawn. As they should, I suppose. Now we've got tomato cages. We're going to put the tomato cages on. Absolutely perfect. And now we're going to water these in. And as you can see behind me, let me pan the camera. Everything here is displayed. Everything has labels. It's just a paradise for people that love this amazing plant.